the same spiel you just gave my business partners tell me all the time, especially after the reception of the Saturday AM thing. There's part of me that's happy, but a part that wants more, but they got to bring me back to earth sometimes. I'm like, yo, this is big, you know? Facts. And that's, like I said, it's anytime, because especially in this industry, right? Like in this line of work, and you know, I don't know how comparable it is to what you do, but it's so easy to get caught up in the numbers, right? I think a lot of creators focus a lot on analytics, so much so to their detriment. You know what I mean? I think it's so easy to look at your Twitch analytics, your dashboard, your YouTube dashboard and shit. See this average view duration here, and this click-through rate, and this impression rate, and this many comments, and this many dislikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these numbers and all these analytics and shit. And they are a tool that can be very, very useful, but I feel like it does a lot more harm than good to a lot of people. And when you get overly focused on that thing, you kind of lose sight of like what you've accomplished and what you've built up to that point. Because I think it's probably just human nature, right? To just always be looking forward, always want more, always want greater, always trying to pursue something that's greater or higher than what you've already done. And it's really easy to not take a moment to appreciate where you started and how far you've come and like what you've accomplished up to that point and like where you are. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you just forget to like live in the moment and just be grateful, or even just like appreciative, or whatever the case, right? Just acknowledge like your own success. And I think as well, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. So a lot of times people compare themselves to their peers or people who aren't even in their peers. It's like, oh well, this person's doing that and this person's doing that, or this game's doing this and that, you know what I mean? It's like, dog, but like there are a lot of people who wish they were in your position. There are a lot of people who wish they could do what you've done. There are a lot of people who will never get to the point that you're at, and you're still continuing to go further. And I'm saying this to myself, I say this to Eunice, I say this to everyone, you know what I mean? So I get it, you know, and sometimes you just need that reminder. I tend to remind myself a lot, but sometimes it's good to hear somebody else say it, where it's like, hey man, you're doing great. You've made it really far, way further than most people ever will, and a lot further than you might have thought that you could, and you're still not done. And again, like these are things that I like to tell Eunice a lot as well, because I mean shit, if we take a look at like Eunice's YouTube channel, she can be hard on herself at times, but shit, her channel doing just as good as mine, and my channel is 10 times the size of hers. You know what I'm saying? Like her views on her shit been crazy. Like her last Expedition 33 video got 19,000 views, 10,000 views before that, 5,500 views talking about Persona 4, 9,000 views, 8,000 views, 18,000 views, 14,000 views, 41,000. Like her shit booming. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, when the last time I had a video do 40,000 views? You know what I'm saying? And she's got 12,500 subscribers, which is great. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we turn like, did you ever think you would get to this point? Because I knew you could, but did you believe in yourself to do it? And you've done it, and it's continuing to go up. And so likewise, when I see whatever views I have on a YouTube video, or my subscriber count, or my followers, or whatever, I don't like to dwell on those things too much. Some of that shit I really don't care about, in the sense that like it doesn't change how I value myself or my self-esteem, but it can change my perspective on how I view content or the success or something like that, right? To some extent. But I always try to use things as motivation more so than as a reason to bring myself down or hold myself back or whatever, right? So that being said, what you've been able to do thus far is something that I'm sure that there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people out there dreaming about doing. You know what I'm saying? So keep it going, but don't forget that you've come pretty far already. I gave up all my accomplishments just to be a kid again. Just to like experience it all over again, or like be a kid again, but then do some things differently. Because if I could go back even like 10 years ago, but do some things differently, boy, I'd be a multimillionaire right now. Let me tell you what. Then you go check the numbers and it's like 50% dropped off after the first 10 seconds. You're like, damn, but you can't let it get to you. Yeah, like there's certain numbers I don't even bother like looking at because I feel like it does you no good, especially if you're gonna let it affect you negatively. But like if I go to like a random video, let's go to my last Tekken video. Go to engagement. It's like my AVD is actually pretty high, but like 69% of viewers are still watching at around the 30-second mark, which is like pretty good above average. You know what I'm saying? That's above typical. So it's like to say that 50% of viewers fall off after, like, that's not, I want you to know, Van, like that's not like bad or abnormal. That's just niggas have really short attention spans. Like, unfortunate, that's just the reality of humanity. Like it's not a you thing or like your project. Like that's just how people are. Like everyone's so TikTok brain now. Everyone has the attention span of a fucking goldfish. Hey kid, invest in this Bitcoin thing. It wouldn't even have to be Bitcoin, but if I could go back 10 years, I would. If I could go back 10 years and invest everything I got in a Bitcoin, I would. What's it? It's 2025, 10 years ago, 2015. I could put a thou wow or two into some Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, you know what I mean? Open up that wallet. Nice chill stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just thinking like this thing is literally 90 seconds and you couldn't spend another 60 just seeing what's going on. And you know what? The more you think about it, Van, the less sense it makes. Okay? Because again, like I'm a content creator, right? This is my full-time job, so I've learned a lot and I've studied a decent amount. I try not to dwell on certain numbers, but there are certain things that you do study up on or ask around about, watch videos, read articles and shit. Just trying to, you know, improve what you're doing, get a better understanding, whatever. And obviously I look at my dashboard like every day, right? I don't go into the nitty gritty details of every single like analytics of every single video every day, but I look at my dashboard every day, right? Most creators do. The funny part about it as well is that it's always like a percentage thing. It's never, the length doesn't necessarily matter. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a TikTok or a short. But it's like when you post a video, at least in my experience, if that video is 10 minutes long, I might have 4 to 5 minutes retention on average, right? That's like average. I mean, I think that's above average generally speaking, but for my channel, that's about what I would expect. But that's what's crazy is that getting 50% view duration on your video is like well above average. Anyway, so if I post like a 10-minute video, it might get 45 minutes average view duration, which sounds low, but that's actually good. But if I post like a 40-minute video, it might get 19-minute duration. Like, matter of fact, let's take a look. I mean, let me go to my shit. So the most recent Tekken video I posted, right? It's a 32-minute and 30-second video. The average view duration on that video is 12 minutes, which is pretty damn good. Like, that's pretty fucking good. But that percentage is only 38%, right? But still, it's like 12 minutes. It's like, okay. But then if I go to, what's a shorter video here? The care package from Japan video. Average view duration on this video is 5 minutes, which isn't bad. You know, it's actually 36%, so it's about the same. But it's like, so like it doesn't even matter like what the content is, like what's going on. It's like y'all just can't sit through a whole video. Like niggas just can't sit through a whole video regardless of what it is or how long it is, which I personally find very weird and like hard to understand or comprehend, because I don't know about y'all, but like when I watch YouTube videos, I watch them all the way through, like from start to finish. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like it's just the TikTok brain rot shit. I swear it is, man. Like the short form content has like destroyed people's attention spans, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like and then if we jump over to like, let's say like this random Pokemon Pocket video. Let's just go like this one, right? This one has 13-minute retention. So it's like, what, like you know, the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. It's like, okay, so like there are people out there that have an attention span long enough. You can watch 10 minutes of content, but if the video is 10 minutes long, you won't sit through the full 10 minutes. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. So you can sit through 10 minutes worth of shit unless the video is 10 minutes long. I don't get it. Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm out here watching 5-hour Super Smash Bros. Documentaries. Well, I'm not watching those, but I very, very regularly, like, okay, case in point, right before I started this stream, I was listening to Kenny's podcast, right? Small Ball. I don't know if I can, matter of fact, I'll screenshot it and then zoom in. So I was listening to Kenny's podcast, Small Ball with Kenny Beecham, right? I'll screenshot it and zoom in so I can get you guys a good look at this. Will this focus? Yeah, you see that? What does that say? 56 minutes? 56 minutes and 55 seconds. And it might be hard to see, especially because the brightness wants to raise on its own for some reason. You see the red bar? Full. Sat through the entire thing, start to finish. You know what I mean? And that's like normal to me. Like it's not a flex. It's not supposed to be impressive. Like I just think that's like a very normal thing to do. Like it's not hard to sit through. If I click on something, that typically means I'm probably interested in it to some degree, right? So it's very rare for me to leave the video unless something comes up or I wasn't really that interested in it, or like the video has to be pretty bad, or I have some sort of issue with you know what I'm saying? Like something has to happen in that video for me to be like, actually, I don't want to watch this. You know what I mean? Or have to make some sort of realization. But most shit that I click on, like I'm watching it start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 10 minutes long or an hour and 30 minutes long. There's shit in here that's 25, 37, 29 minutes. I don't know. I don't get it. People's attention spans are just fried. If I watch at 2x speed, does that show up in your analytics? I don't know. I've always wondered that myself. I don't know how watching things at 2x speed affects my shit. Like I don't know. So for example, if I post a 20-minute video and you watch the entire thing, but you watch it at 10x speed, does that mean that my view duration on that is 10 minutes or is it 20? I don't know. I've always wondered that myself and I don't have the answer. I've been wondering that for years. To be fair, I sometimes put a video on to eat. And if I finish eating, I stop watching and go back to gaming or something. I guess that's somewhat understandable, but even still. Apparently it shortens it. Like if you watch 0.5 speed, you can get 200%. I've seen it. Oh, it's news to me. I never knew. I've always wondered that. I never got an answer. All right, chat, I'm gonna need y'all to start watching my videos at 0.5 speed in an extra tab. Yeah, they always change how these things work though, so who knows? I used to watch a fair amount of videos at 2x speed, but it's because I used to have more of I had more of a routine at one point where I had like a certain amount of time that I always spent like kind of watching YouTube videos or listening to them while I was doing this or that. And so throughout the day, or like when I, would be on my computer, but not necessarily watch videos at that time, like I used to use my watch later list a lot, and I'm kind of slowly getting back to that. But I used to use the watch later list a lot in YouTube, and I would add things to that watch later list. And in order to make sure that I got through it efficiently, I would watch some videos at 1.5 or 2x speed. You can't do that with every video because obviously there's certain things that you want to experience normally, right? Or just take in, you know what I'm saying? Also, some people talk really fast. Like I know personally me, I would never watch one of my own videos at 2x speed because nigga, I talk way too fast. Now that being said, I showed y'all once, I edited a video on stream. I edit my videos in 2x speed. Like I'll play it back in 2x speed while I'm editing to speed up the editing process. But yeah, but as far as like actually trying to like listen to or enjoy or like consume a video, like my own shit, I wouldn't do that because I know at times I speak really quickly. On the other hand, there are these creators who I can't listen to at 1x speed. They're literally too slow. I've definitely heard some people like that before as well, where it's like, hey buddy, you can't pick up the pace just a little bit. Boy threw his back out. Yeah, I started making my way through like my backlog of videos and my watch later list on YouTube. There was shit there from like 2018, bro. Like yo, later bonsai, what's good with you, homie? I said one for last time and one for today, but I see like 3 cans in it, maybe 4. Overwatch videos from Afro? I don't remember Afro making Overwatch videos. That's crazy. Exactly, me either. Yeah, no, that's insane. My tripping is she kind of looked like Shiho a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Do not say that. Wait, why? What's the problem? I mean, she does just a little bit, right? The hairstyle, I guess. Bringing back memories, my fault. Hashtag Shiho watch. Minimi's talking with a mom and her son. Looks like she's here to pick him up. Someone mentioned this in Eunice's chat earlier while she was streaming, and they were like, it was a little silly. They were like, man, they really should have added an English dub to this game. I would have bought it if they had, which is funny because, as I'm sure 99% of you are aware, hopefully all of you, but if you didn't know, this game is free. The game's completely free to play and download and shit. But it never ceases to amaze me personally just how many people like that kind of thing is a make or break for. You know what I mean? Like I understand preferring a sub or a dub, and I completely get it. Like if you're an English speaker, you only speak English, you only read English, right? And you've went your whole life like consuming English as a language and through content and media. I get it. You prefer to listen and hear things in English. That does make sense to me. But like, it is kind of odd to me personally if you're so into certain mediums, right? If you're really into anime and manga and JRPGs, like you're consuming all this Japanese media and culture and stuff, like it's just a little odd to me that it's like you're so anti-sub or like so pro-dub that like it's a no-go for you if there's no dub. To me personally, that's just a little odd, because you had to have at some point been exposed to that, right? And it's just such an immediate turn off. Like I don't know, because I think back, I always think about it just from my own perspective, and then I try to like expand my perspective and think about it from someone else's point of view. But like growing up, right, as a kid, really into anime and manga, right? Once I discovered what anime and manga are, and that it's this whole world, like, oh, these are actually like Japanese cartoons and comics and stuff that they brought over, and like they originally are in Japanese. You know, you find out all this stuff on the internet, and like there's just certain things that like you get into, it's just not available in English, right? But it's cool and I want to check it out, so you just subtitles. Okay, I can read, no problem, right? But for some people, like that's a really big deal. Like that's a deal breaker, and like that's kind of crazy to me. It depends on the anime / game for me. I mean, there are some series or games, whatever, that I have played where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this, and for the most part, I really don't give a fuck. Whatever is default, I'm probably just gonna consume it that way. Whether it's an anime, manga, video game, whatever the default is usually what I leave it. There have been a handful of exceptions in my life where I was like, oh, actually, I don't really like the performance here. Are we gonna swap it on over to the other one? Personally. I like dubs when I multitask, but overall I'll do whatever. I get that as well. Like, for example, obviously I've seen Naruto plenty of times. I've read Naruto plenty of times, right? But if I'm at my desk, and this is also part of the fucking brain deficiency, just like the regression of attention spans and brain rot content and me sitting in front of 3 fucking screens at my desk, right? But if I'm at my desk, I might throw on Naruto on Crunchyroll or whatever, like in the dub. I might throw on like dub Naruto on the side, because like I'm like not really watching it, but it's just there, you know what I mean? Or so I kind of get that. But something like this, right? Like a game that I'm playing, I'm not really doing anything else while I'm playing this, so I'm locked in anyway. So to me, it's not a big deal to like read it. But like, I don't know, I'm not saying it's bad to like have a preference or for people to like really want a dub or anything like that. It's just kind of hard to wrap my head around just a little bit, that it's like, no, if there's no dub, like I'm not playing it, I'm not buying it, I'm not watching it. I'm just like, damn, really? Meaning me carefully explain how to care for the paper cut. I'm like, I'm gonna boycott the game if it doesn't though. It definitely still exists, by the way, but I'm glad that we're like over the worst part of sub versus dub, like debates and wars in the anime and like manga and gaming community. Because I feel like for so long, both sides were extremely weird about it, where like people who prefer sub were like super elitist and think that they're so much cooler and like sophisticated, like more sophisticated for enjoying subtitled, and then people who are dub only are like just super ignorant and racist a lot of the time. Like it's so weird. It's so weird. Like I damn near think that the dub only people were worse, because like, yeah, being an elitist and shit is like super fucking lame and corny, but like I feel like shit always ended up like just a bridge too far a lot of times, like the dub only folks. I don't know. It's like we're getting off topic now, and I'm talking about people's attention spans and shit, and I'm all over the place, but like it's so weird to me how people will consume content from other cultures and then like disrespect that culture or like be racist toward that culture. That goes for Japanese stuff, that goes for black people and everything, you know what I mean? Like people who love, I don't know, black hairstyles or fashion or whatever, language and lingo, and then don't like black people. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get it. I decided to tell her what I thought. Anyway, back to the actual persona. This is really interesting, seeing this story and meeting this character this way, because this is clearly the girl who's like the nurse idol character or whatever, right, that you can get in this game. I don't know if she's coming next patch or what. I think Yui is next and then she's after, or are they both coming at the same time? I don't really know. I haven't looked into it exactly, but her design and like her mannerisms and whatnot when she's a Phantom Thief, or if we're calling her that, right? I guess you would consider her a Phantom Thief, right? It's a lot more provocative. So her being all wholesome and sweet and innocent, and you meeting her this way, like I'm wondering if like maybe I got the wrong impression of her character, and I don't know. It's a little interesting. Is this girl a Phantom Idol? I believe so, yes.
なんだまたなんか手伝ってもらってたのか
違うってあったのはついさっきちょっと立ち話してただけだし
そういうことにしといてやるよレジ
いや別に大した話じゃないってば
I told Minami's dad we were talking about her dreams for the future. Oh, she's a little embarrassed.
こいつなんて言ってた
Does he not approve of her studies? Does he not want her to be a nurse?
将来の夢っていうか
He want her to just be the shop owner, huh? And she want to go be a nurse. Is that what it is?
俺がどれだけ聞いてもなこいつ卒業
Oh.
したら店を手伝うとしか言
Well,
わ
is she saying that because that's what she thinks you want to hear, or appreciate that bonsai?
みてえだなあるんだなやりたいことが南よ前からずっと言ってるじゃねえか
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm confused.
卒業したらお前がやりたいことを
Why she won't tell him she wants to be a nurse? Gotta be a reason.
だから私がやりたいのは店の手伝いだってずっと言ってるじゃん
そりゃお前がやりたいことじゃなくてやらなきゃと
Okay, so yeah, it is kind of what I thought.
違うって学校の三者面談の時言ったじゃん前からずっと言ってるじゃん
俺だって前から言ってんだろうが店の手伝いはバイトに任せりゃ十分なんだよお前に手伝ってもらう必要なんかねえんだ
無理してない何度も言わせないでよバーカ
Baka.
お店先戻ってるから
おい南
She slammed the door low key. Oh, that boy.
すまね大丈夫だもう大丈夫巻き込んで悪かったなみっともねえとこを見せちまったあいつな小さい頃は看護師になりたいって毎日のように言ってたんだけど小学校に上がる直前に母ちゃんが病気で行っちまってな俺の気落ちした姿を見せちまったせいかあいつ父親に気使うのが
Oh,
癖
it
になっ
makes
ちまった
sense.
みたいでよだからなんとかしない
You know, I feel like this is like a reoccurring story we see all the time in anime, manga, and games. Oh, the mom died at birth, or she had random anime cancer and she died when the child was like 5 years old or something. You know what I mean? Are there any stories y'all can think of where it's like the dad died and it's just the mom and the kid? I know there are some, but I just can't think of any off the top of my head. Like I know they're out there. There's always like, oh, like, yeah, my mom died when she gave birth to me, or like my mom had fucking anime cancer and died when I was in 1st grade or some shit. Like in most of them, the dad isn't actually dead. Yeah, it's like if anything, he's just like a deadbeat, or he's off on some adventure somewhere, or like he's just vaguely just out there in the universe and we just don't know like what the fuck he's up to. Did you ever read Rave Master? No, but that's done by Hiro Mashima, right? The fairy tale creator. Bleach now. Bleach is just another example of like, oh yeah, my mom died when I was a kid. Something Joker could never do. My fault. Looks like Minimi's helping at the shop.
この間はごめんね。変な話聞かせちゃって。
Nice eye.
ねえ、あの後お父さんと何か話
Guess
した？
Clan Ad exists, but it's just sad. I've never seen Clan Ad to this day. That's something that's been on my like to watch list for like 15 years.
ごめん、やっぱりいいや。この間のことも忘れて。
Minimi has a concerned look on her face. I decided to tell her that her dad was worried about her.
私は別に泣いてるお父さんを見たからとか、そんな理由で店手伝ってるんじゃなくって、大体さ、娘のためだからって無理するような人を放っておけるわけないじゃん。で、あなたに言ってどうすんだって話だよね。ねえ、今って暇？サイダー飲まない？喉乾いちゃってさ。取ってくるからちょっと待ってて。
Sure, I can go for some lemonade. Yeah, take it easy, Mickey. Yeah, it's 3:16 over here, but I haven't been awake for that long, so.
お父さん、あなたにそんなことまで話してたんだ。お母さんの話なんて酔ってる時でもなかなかしない人なんだけど。
Isn't Kirito from Sword Art Online raised by his mom, or am I tripping again? I don't remember that nigga having parents. If he has parents, I don't remember them actually being in the show at all.
あなたって聞き上手なんだろうね。そういう仕事向いてるかもよ。
Why are there so many absent parents in anime, man? Why did that end up becoming such a common
あ
thing?
なた相手だと普段言えない方。
Taking summer updates drop on Sunday. Oh, Tekken, I hate that game. But I keep playing it for some reason. Yeah, it was his cousin.
自分がお父さんを支えてあげなきゃとか、そういうこと思ってるわけじゃないんだ。ただ、私が本当にそうしたいだけ。この前言ったことは嘘でもなんでもない。うるさいし、お酒飲むと笑い上戸だけど、強がりだし、頑張りすぎて体壊すような人だから。そんな人が近くにいるのに、看護師になって誰かを助けたいとか。
That's not really how that works, but I get it.
なんか違うじゃん。うまく言えないけど、少なくとも私のお母さんならほっとかないだろうなって思うから。
You gotta stop looking at it as if you're just leaving him. Ain't like you about to abandon him and never see him again. Like, what was she like?
病気になるまでは結構パワフルな人だったな。
In a silent voice, actually, yeah, he lived with his mom. He was with his mom. I don't remember what happened to Bro's dad. I don't think he was dead though. I think he just wasn't around them anymore. I can't remember for sure. He might have been dead. But homie definitely was like raised and lived with his mom.
看護師だったの。かっこいい人だった。困ってる人を助けずにはいられない。正義の味方って感じの人でさ。昔お母さんと一緒にこの辺りで遊んでたら、目の前歩いてたおばあさんが急に倒れちゃってね。それまでいつも通り。
Oh yeah, Deku.
一瞬で看護師モードになって。
Well, did we ever like, we know he has a dad and his dad was able to like control fire or something? He's not dead though, is he? We just never saw the nigga ever. Unless that got revealed at some point after I like wasn't reading, because I never finished My Hero. But like, I think his dad never shows up, right? Like we don't know what his whereabouts are. I'm pretty sure he's alive. He's just not around. How does that was like? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like when the dad, when it's like when there is a main character and he like lives with his mom or is raised by his mom, it's like, oh, the dad's not dead. He's just off fucking off somewhere random. Like we just never get to see the nigga. Like.
ものすごい手際でいろんなことしてたの。おばあさんに呼びかけたり、AED 持ってきたり。どう うなっちゃうんだろうってすごくハラハラしながら見てたんだけど、お母さんの
They always kill off the mom, but the dad, oh, he's just a deadbeat.
私が看護師になりたいって思ったのはそれがきっかけ。
Wasn't Deku's dad a businessman or something? Maybe, but like, nigga, My Hero ran for like 10 years. We didn't get to see the nigga once.
私
Nigga was just on a permanent business trip to America or something. Like, nah, even then, didn't they take a field trip in the movie to America? Like, we should have seen the nigga at some point. A movie, a filler, a side story, some vigilante, something, nigga. Damn.
苦しんでる人のもとにためらいなく駆けつけて助けてあげられるような人だから。
Also, yeah, like Deku becomes like a very well-known individual and figure who gets involved in several major catastrophic events. That nigga ain't get no phone call, no FaceTime, no letter, no nothing, no, oh shit, I had to go back home, my son almost died. Like, you ain't want to check on the nigga at all?
お父さんが私のことを思ってくれてんのは分かってるけど、苦しんでる人ほっといて看護師になる。
Yo, take it easy, XTC.
やっぱりだから看護師の方は諦める。お父さんを店を
I don't think you should give up on that dream of being a nurse, meaning
そ
me.
れが私のやりたいこと。
And that'll make your dreams come true?
それは痛いとこつくな。
Minami's dad said he wanted to make her dreams come true. He told her about the pain her dad feels.
お父さんと真面目な話しようとするといつも話が脇にそれちゃうんだ。話してるうちに自分が何を言いたかったのかよくわからなくなっちゃって。
This makes it even worse. What's this? I forgot about that. Straight up lied. Straight up lied, by the way.
そのうち口
Never found out a fucking thing about that nigga. I should quote tweet this and be like, so that, well, matter of fact, where's that Tyler the Creator image? Anywho.
悲しいなら悲しいって言ってくれればいいのに無駄に強がりなんだから。
Yo, anonymous gifter, thank you for the gift sub to I Love Code Burner.
Everything is ordinary.
Sure.
お父さんのこと助けようとしてるのに悲しませてるなんてさ、意味わかんないよね。ねえ、お願いがあるんだけど。
Sure.
私、お父さんに話してみようと思うの。私の夢のこと。それでね、お願いっていうのはあなたも話し合いに立ち会ってくれないかなって。でも私もあなたが一緒の時は言いたいことが素直に言えるみたい。
I mean, y'all both know me for like 2 or 3 days tops, but whatever you're comfortable with.
いつもみたく大切な話が脇道にそれることもなさそうだから、ちゃんと話せる気がするんだ。自分の考えとか気持ちとか。今すぐじゃないよ。何を言いたいか考える時間欲しいし。
I can't seem to get comfortable in my chair right now, man.
だからもしよかったら。
Y'all ever have times like that where it's just like you just can't seem to find a comfortable position to just like sit? It's not the length of time that matters, it's the quality. I mean, sure, but 2 days? All the time? A lot? Okay, as long as I'm not alone on that. I thanked Minami for the drink and saw her back to the shop. Oops. Seems like Minami wants to talk.
こないだ相談した件なんだけど、ほら、話し合いに立ち会ってほしいってやつ。あれ、今からってお願いできる？
Of course.
ありがとう。今、ユーマたちも来ててね。お父さんと一緒に遊んでる。行こう。
I headed into the izakaya with Minami.
よう。
みなみ姉ちゃん、おかえり。あ、お兄ちゃん。ねえ、今日何して遊ぶ？ごめん、ユーマ。お兄ちゃんと遊ぶのはちょっと待っててくれるかな。お父さんとお兄ちゃんと私でお話ししなきゃいけないことがあるんだ。
ずいぶんと懐かれてんな。呼びたい人がいるっつうから誰かと思えば何か話があんだろ。
Just because they got little kids running around and shit in this story, it reminds me of a tweet I saw yesterday where it was like, it was a mom, I guess, and she's like, awful news. My kid befriended a child that I find absolutely fucking annoying or something like that. And I'm like, damn, I never thought about that. There's one thing about like having kids and like having to raise kids and shit like that, but like I never thought about the prospect of like having a kid and they end up friends with a kid that you think is just really obnoxious and fucking annoying and that you hate, and it's like, but it's a kid, so like you can't, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh.
そうか。一尾ども、ちょっと店に戻ってな。おじちゃんたち大事な話をしなきゃならねえ。で、なんだ、大事な話ってのは。話の内容によっちゃ、ただじゃおかねえから。
Hey, whoa, hey, now, wait. First of all, I'm a great guy. Okay, you would be so lucky for your daughter to be dating me. First and foremost, I'm gonna just let you know right now, I'm a prize. Okay, I'm quite the catch, biggest fish in the pond. All right, ain't every day that a nigga like me come walking into your life. Okay, let's get that straight. First and foremost. Second of all, you got me fucked up. Anyway.
なんだと？
彼には話に立ち会ってもらうだけ。そんな話じゃないってば。もっと。
You don't gas yourself, who will? Facts.
私の将来というか、卒業した後のことで、ちょっと言いたい。
Excuse me.
ああ、なんだ、そっちか。ちょうどよかった。俺もそのことで言わなきゃならねえと思ってたことがわんさか。
Told Minami's dad to hear her out.
わかった。言ってみな。
あのね、 ちょっと長いんだけど。まあそういうわけだからさ、今も看護師になりたい気持ちはあるんだ。お母さんみたいな看護師さん。でもお父さんほったらかして看護師になるのは違う気がして。何？言いたいことあるなら言ってよ。
He's probably just gonna be proud of you for finally admitting that you don't just want to run the shop.
話の途中だろうが。最後までちゃんと聞かせてくれ。こないだあなたと話した後必死に考えた。でもどうすればいいのか結局わかんなかった。看護師にはなりたい。でもお店も手伝いたい。散々悩んだけど結局どうすればいいのか私にはわからなかったんだ。どっちを選んでも自分の気持ちに嘘ついちゃう気がして。なんかごめん、中途半端な話聞かせて。私の話はこれで終わり。今度は俺が話してもいいか？
Why do you ask us for permission?
俺はやっぱり娘に世話かけてばっかり。
Also, Wonder's pretty tall, huh? I feel like we've been taller than everyone we've met except like the muscles guy who stands outside the gym. Really weird character, that guy, by the way. Don't know how many of y'all met him yet.
ありがとうよ。今度は俺の番だ。なあ、みなみ。俺のこと心配してくれるのは嬉しいけどよ。たまには俺を頼っちゃくれねえか。普段世話かけてる分、なおさら頼られてんだ。こんなんでもお前の父親だからよ。それとな、みなみにはみなみがやりたいことをやってほしい。知ってるよ、前にも聞いたし。いや、今のは母ちゃんの言葉だ。お前が幼稚園行ってる間に話したことだ。お前が知ってるわけねえだろ。え？俺も同じ気持ちだった。もちろん今もな。だからやりたいことがあるならそうしてくれ。お前が悩むことなんか何もねえんだ。まだ悩んでることはあるか？みなみ、こっち来い。恥ずかしいんだけど。
Was that supposed to be a hug? I'm confused what the hell that was. Oh, don't mind me.
しかし、看護師になりたいとは何度も聞いたことあったが。そうか。母ちゃんみてえな看護師か。一体いつからそんな立派な夢持ってたんだ。もう少し早く知りたかったよ。ごめん。気にすんな。こんな話ができたのは今日が初めてなんだから。みなみなら絶対叶えられるさ。俺と母ちゃんの夢でもあるんだ。バッチリ叶えてくれよな。けどまあ母ちゃんはそれなりに頭良かったからな。母ちゃんみてえになりたきゃこれからはちゃんと勉強しろよ。
Minami's voice choked with tears.
ありがとな。お前さんがいなけりゃ俺らずっとバカな言い合いしてたかもしれねえ。飲める年になったらいつでも寄ってくれよ。好きなだけおごってやるから。
What's the drinking age in Japan?
なんか変なとこ見せてごめん。でもありがとう。 一緒にいてもらって本当に良かった。
20? Huh.
私、看護師目指すよ。
Thought it'd be lower than that for
こ
some
れから
reason.
勉強頑張らなくちゃだけどね。それにしても本当不思議だよね、あなたって。話してるだけで自分に素直になれるっていうか。ねえ、あなたは将来何に。みなみちゃん、お話終わった？もうびっくりさせないでよ。ねえ、兄ちゃんサッカー得意？サッカーしよう、サッカー。僕もサッカーする。
Look at his little hat.
二人ともサッカーするなら公園に行ってからね。あとはしゃぐのはいいけど転ばないように。あ、
Ain't no way. Gave them one job, one rule, bruh.
もう言わんこっちゃない。
Man up, boy. Complete. You unlock the city life activity study with Minama Miyashita. There's a chance for it to appear each day. Okay. An hour late, but damn, Lotus. You gonna watch the tournament? It's about to start on the Tekken Twitch. Oh, right. The mix up, right? In, is that in France? We could watch a little bit of that. I wasn't planning on it. I kind of forgot. Is the Tekken channel live? It is. Y'all want to watch some Tekken? Starts in 20 minutes. Who's at this event? Let's check the bracket real quick. Curious if they're going to wait to do a P4 banner for P4R, if they'll go earlier. Great question. Let's see who's in the brackets. It's only a 240 person bracket, but it looks like it's a stacked one. King Ray, Jod, JDCR, Lowhigh, Rest, Take, Shadow, Kokoma, Kitakita, Garlanda, Mangja, Shonen, Usama Abasi, Moi-Il, Lee Mishima, Bikun, Pena, K-Wis, Jun Ding, Joka, Kudons, Tibatano, Starbreaker, Gosane, Akil 9, Ilias, Ao, iMusician, Bilal, Sefi Black, CBM, Book, Watanabe, Casimir, Double, Tetsu, Seth, Don Billy Mayman, Raw F, Keisuke, AK, Kane and Trent, Strog, Tekken Master, Daniel Mato, Matsuba, Pika, Kaizoku Lars, Edge, Sin. Okay, yeah, this bracket's pretty fucking stacked. This bracket's pretty stacked. Half the people here are killers. Yeah, let's watch. It starts up in 20 minutes. The countdown's on. I got it pulled up. We can watch that. I'm gonna play a little bit more Persona while we wait for the timer to count down. This is at the mix-up corrects. Let's see what we get. Ta-da! How's the Tekken scene work? I've never checked anything out before. I don't know how to answer your question because I don't fully understand it. Could you maybe try rewording what you're asking? Hoarding jewels and platinum tickets for Violet? I don't know who that is yet. Suddenly feel like visiting the cafe Young and Jaya. You've never played Persona 5 Royal? No, I did, but I don't remember a character by the name of Violet. Violet? Oh. I don't remember that being her name, to be honest. Yeah, no, that completely slipped my mind. I just always called her Sumire or Yoshizawa or whatever, you know. I completely forgot that was her code name. I don't remember her code name getting used very much in P5R, to be fair. Is the thing you about to watch an esports tournament or something? Yeah, it's an esports tournament where there's multiple fighting games, and we're gonna watch the one for Tekken. The mix-up is an event on the Tekken World Tour where players travel all over the world competing for points on the leaderboard in order to compete against one another, to qualify for a chance to compete against one another at the Tekken World Tour finals. It really wasn't because you couldn't use her until the final bounce, right? Want to try Harvest World Online? It's free to play. Is they trying to get me to play a fucking MMO? I guess. Come on, Insomnia just kicked in. It's gonna be a long night. We all been there, homie. Should I log on to Harvest World Online? If I start now, I'll get a free plot of land. Oh boy, sign me up. New characters like a whole new main cast is such a breath of fresh air for P5 in general. As much as I love Joker in the game, I'm glad we're following a new set of characters. Agreed. Also, we really are in like a new fucking MMO. It's raining money? Oh, it's Yui. Is she like some super rich girl? I know nothing about her character. This feels like a scam, somehow. That's sudden. I love her eyes. Who are you exactly? I know what you meant, Shattered. Boom, 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 boom. Received it for free, so it feels weird asking for money. Fuck that, sound like a come up to me. Is this the free-to-play Persona I just saw randomly in my feed? I just recently heard about it. Yeah. It's really cool. I like it a lot. It's still just raining money, by the way. Like, Shorty clearly loaded. I went to the bank today. They said that I'm loaded. Well, she's certainly bold, isn't she? Let's make a farm. Didn't you just say earlier you wanted it to be a farm anyway? Okay, cool. Let's roll. Yui and I decided to create a farm in the virtual world. Feel my bond with Yui growing deeper. I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast forged a new bond in hope. Ding! It shall become the fire of life that consumeth the cycle of ruin. Bing! From the flames of desire, I shall emerge fortified. Bing! Hooray, we unlock synergy with Yui. Green thumb, you need less time to grow plants. And we get some jewels for that. And some books. Some tomes, rather. Promise to meet Yui again, then logged out. Hey, and we're level 32 now. Claim our synergy rewards. Can we, okay, so we know nothing at all about her yet. How far are we from being able to do a 10 to 10 pull? 770 gems, so still a decent pay. Sure. Not ready for the artifact grind. I usually have terrible luck with like artifacts and shit, but we'll see how it go. Don't think I have time to do a whole new mission right now, unless this one is short. I think we'll just jump over to watching Tekken now. I'm not promising that we're gonna be here for this entire like pools stream because it's 4 a.m. and I don't really know what my plan is, but we'll watch this until I decide I don't want to anymore, whether I'm too tired or I just want to end stream, or maybe we do watch the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see. Low key, I could keep playing Persona on this monitor and have Tekken over here on the low ski. Was there anything else I really want to do right now? It's not the story. The only other mission we have is this, which I could do. And then I don't really have a ton else. Yeah, no, next stream will be more story. Let's start the event. I could do that.